But I love a guy named Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a guy that couldn't be bought, couldn't be bribed, couldn't be intimidated, he couldn't be coerced into doing anything wrong after he decided that he was going to flip and not go with the rich and the white, blonde hair, blue eyes, and a ton of money. He said, no, that ain't gonna make it. And so he goes out and he started trying to help others. And he brought me into his life, really. We got to be good friends. Then we got, putting big shows in his hotels. And it made his hotel bigger, made the boxing bigger. It made everything go according to how it should be, because we didn't have to go nowhere to get no money. We didn't have to go nowhere to get no news. We could make it. We create the news, not rather got to go out to seek it. We create it, you know what I mean? So, and Donald Trump was a tremendous advocate, and that's why they fight him now, because they treat him like a black man. He's guilty of
They treat him like a black man? Is that what you said?
Yes, treat him like
okay.
This is who would put this guy on trial, and not in the history of the country, put a president on trial and have a run a scam trial that ain't got no evidence, and they got nothing to say about nobody being cheated. The bank made their money. Nobody's making no accusations. All of them are there. Nobody lost nothing. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it was a dissemination of equalness. You know what I mean? But whatever it is for whatever party that they would do it, but nobody had nothing so damaging that they could say that he did that or the other. And all the evidence that they had, which was no evidence. And so they still got him there. And they come up with 94 counts or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And he's guilty of accusation, allegation, you know what I mean? Subjectation, you know what I mean? Because anything that they would, you're guilty before you even go in. And the judge said he was guilty, but before the trial even started, made him thing there. Now they're looking at the judge. He brings out the exposure of the corruptness and the policies and the planning, of how things would be to be able to control people. And they can control you, then you're gonna do what they say do, when they say do it, and how they say do it. And so this is what I love about him. And American people better try to get him back in there, because they dropped the ball on him. And now they can see the difference. The difference is like night and day between the administration of Joe Biden and the administration of Donald J. Trump. And so we got to really get ready for for November, yes. Because right now we're being threatened now for first place. We're being questioned because of the way Biden handled the Afghanistan debacle. You know what I mean? He put America where their word was questionable. And those are things that Trump would never do. He put us in a undesirable position, reputation-wise, that your word, your loyalty, your dedication, your commitment is to your country and to your people. And so he said he wasn't gonna leave no Americans. He wasn't gonna leave none of the Americans helpers, who are the ones that come with the 9/11. That the ones who were fighting the Taliban. Like everybody else was fighting it about. We get 9/11, but we had the people that's there was fighting with us side by side, standing, working and going out there, beside us, in front of us, behind us. They were fighting. He said he would never leave them, and he would not leave the women, because the women didn't exist. You know what I mean? And so what happened is they stood up, for this, and then Joe Biden told all the people they're gonna be free. And then none of them get free. And then 13 got killed. 13 got killed while he was in there discussing. And he didn't even get no retribution. He didn't do nothing to keep his word from of America, from that debacle. There was a horrendous, egregious incompetence, of a weak leadership. And so that's for everything started to develop from there, because all other leaders began to think and hey, they could take America now, because America got weak leadership. You know what I mean? So we found ourselves in those various conditions. So when I come back home to Vegas, I'm going to try to come on back home and do something that will be elevating, something that will be rebuilding. And so we're gonna work together, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you too.